This migration campaign is just up your alley if you want something to relax to or maybe entertain you while you do something else. At first, I didn't have a real goal for this campaign, but I promise you, in episode 2 and 3 our purpose becomes clear as day. If you want to see more of this campaign, part 2 is already up on my second channel, where the remainder of this series 2 will be uploaded. Link to it will be in the description and pinned in the comments. I don't want to settle in Rome exactly because that's probably going to be too hard, too difficult to actually survive. Because we are going to have like only one army once we get there, and they will have like an entire nation that actually cheats like all the time. So we wouldn't be able to survive in such a situation. But we need to settle somewhere. And I am thinking either over here at Aegean, maybe down here at Delminium, maybe at Nori, Medland perhaps. Or Vesontio or Bactria over here, one of these areas. I'm more interested in going for like somewhere along the Alps, because that way we don't start along the coast like we would do down here with Delminium, and with regards to Aegean, I think it's too close for it to actually be a real challenge. I'm not going to consider Dacia or any of these lands further north because we have already made a migration campaign with Sparta where we entered all the way up here to Dorcas, so I'm not going to do that. And any further than Bactria would probably be too far away. Like with Gaul, I can't reach that, and neither can I reach Spain. That'd be too far. I'm not going to go south either. So I think we're probably going to settle somewhere along the Alps. But now the real question is, how the fuck are we gonna get there? Because right now we don't have an army. And that's gonna be like our main issue. At least we don't have any enemies. Can we at least get some trade going? Oh god, it just sent you guys gold. I didn't intend to do that. What about you guys? Can trade with you as well, Seleucids? Okay, you're very willing to actually trade with us and potentially give us an aggression pact. But I don't want that, I just want your trade. And all your gold as well. 6,000 gold, that's more than enough. I mean, it looks like no one actually hates us. So we are in a very good and comfortable position where we can most likely hire a lot of units and just sit around and wait. And I think I'm gonna go for this Barabara, the shield bearers. Get as many of them as possible. While we are here, I can't upgrade this, so we're not gonna bother with that. But what I do want to do is I want to try and upgrade this one here. We can build an animal breeder, that way we can get some cavalry into our army as well. And I feel like that would be very important for us. It will probably be quite expensive. Can we see the upkeep cost for the cavalry? Yeah. 200 for these guys here and then 150 for these. That's quite a lot, especially compared to these Barabara here, where it's only 112. So it's going to be kind of expensive. We don't have all that much gold, but hopefully we can turn things around. I mean, while we are down here in our own territory, we are going to try to get some experience on our other characters. For instance, like this guy here, Menuas. You can station yourself over here at Fraspa and then get some experience, and down at Kutana. Artibasanis, you are gonna follow along with your own cavalry units. Now, by just recruiting these guys alone, we've already diminished our income by quite a lot, actually. And what about if we turn it up to like max for now? That should help out in like at least giving us a bit more income. I think we're gonna do that. We also probably want these Persian archer spearmen, because they will be able to defend themselves in case they do flank around. So let's buy some of those, and then another last unit of Barabara. I think we're only gonna keep 6 of them. That would be more than enough. These guys here, the Eastern Spearmen, don't even want these guys. I want to get rid of them at some point. But for now, we can keep them around. While we are here, let's also go for a few dignitaries and other agents. Oh god, wrong button. Just so we have them around, and they can also get a bit of experience. Our agent might as well try to figure out the right way to cross. When I say that, can we actually get military access with, well, not you guys, maybe the Armenians? Oh, we already do have military access with you. So that means we can get all the way up to Samosata without actually causing any issues. So in that case, we need to move along the northern route. It's already going way better than it did for our Roman campaign. Okay, median reform system. Once a great satrapy and a kingdom in its own right, ATROPATKAN's noble stream of the days of former glory. Reuniting the lands of the old Persian Empire and pushing back its many foes will help advance the culture and military expertise of our stalwart people. Okay, so this of course is about us and our reforms. But what the fuck does that even mean? Okay, this is actually interesting. So, for our reforms to actually trigger, this one here we only need to get to 65. So that should be easy enough, doesn't say more than that. But then for this one here, we need to go, of course, to 211, which is going to be like, no way we're going to get there. Then we also need to own Parsa, Nysa, and Seleucia. So Seleucia, Parsa, and then Nysa, wherever the fuck Nysa is. It's these guys over here, I believe. The ones where the Parthians they start. So I think that's probably going to be impossible for us. So we might not get the imperial reforms, but I don't think we're going to get into that far into the campaign to like 210 turns. That's going to be way too far. That would be a way too long campaign, and I don't want that. But with that said, I think we're going to bring you up, and you're going to start recruiting your own troops. And as you leave, I think we need a third person, or actually a fourth person to start gaining experience down here, because you guys are going to be on the road. And we might be able to hold on to our core territory here for quite a while. Which is going to be kind of weird, and also kind of good. Okay, we have the animal breeders now, which means we can get some cavalry into our army. And we can only hire 2 different cavalry units for the moment. And they are both quite expensive. We can't get that third cavalry unit. This one here. For some reason. I don't know why they aren't available. But I guess that is how it is. What should we get instead? Probably some of these medium cavalry here. They are cheaper as well, so it will help out in the long run. Our army is going to be very powerful overall. But I don't know exactly how well we are going to do once we get over there. Now, with regards to... well, we could go for some morale bonuses, but it will increase the upkeep for our units, and don't really want that too much. Maybe we should go down this siege tree here first. That would be a unique thing for me at least to do that. But of course we need the water sluicing first of all, that's the most important research for me. So we don't actually start having sanitation outbursts and all that, like early on in the campaign. And considering how we are gonna keep these lands here as our own for quite a while, we might actually start upgrading these lands here and developing them a bit. Because I don't intend on just giving them away. And we are not like gonna make any enemies considering how we can just go through Armenian lands. So yeah, let's start upgrading it. And maybe along the way while we raid, we can send the gold back to Mada, which is our core territory here. And then just develop it. So our economy is running out now, so we can't really do that much else. But we should probably keep hiring units into this army. I think in this case, here, the specific case, we're gonna keep hiring Barbara to get as many skirmish units into this army as possible. As for this agent here, I think we probably need to go down this tree here so we can get the line of sight for parent army. Because he is gonna stay inside this army for quite a while. And then probably the antagonist as well, that tech will, or that skill will probably also help out a bit. This is the first time I am actually somewhat trying to use my agents properly. well, care about what their bonuses are. But not for you though, you're just gonna be a public orator and, well, can focus on culture because we're gonna need to convert a lot of cultures. Because you guys there, you are coming with me. Once we start moving, that is. How long until we start moving actually? Probably one more turn of you guys recruiting and all that. So in that case, you should already start move up so you can into one of our armies. Because we want to have our agents, our dignitaries, enter our armies, and then let our scout here, well, Eyes of the King, he can go around and just scout for us. You should probably start administrating this army here, and it does actually increase our income a bit because it lowers upkeep, so there is a benefit to it, and he gains experience along the way. So he has already increased in rank. But what skills should we give him? I mean, he's not going to be one of the ones we send out to help. So in that specific case, I think I'm going to go for some civil research rate. Just so we can make that a bit faster. I mean, it's not going to have an impact right now. But over time, it will improve our research rate by quite a bit. Let's send you out now, our little scout. And then bring you into the army. You guys, you are finally ready. Let's just send you out this way here. And then do the same with you guys. Okay, you can actually move now that I put you guys in. That ate into the army. A slight error. But with that said and done, let's just hire some more units and then that should probably be all we could do. We can't do much else than this right here. If we hire any more units, we're just gonna go into a deficit, and we don't want to do that. Not right now. Not until this is built. Well, with that said, actually, we can probably sustain it. So let's hire as many units as possible. We haven't counted our first faction, the Kartli. They have taken over this gold mine up here from the Armenians, so they are starting to crumble a bit. That just means that we need to move ASAP. We can slightly move up here just a bit further, but the next turn it's going to be winter and we can't really do much in winter, so we're going to have to wait a few more turns before we can actually move out properly. But while that's going on, we will just invest a bit more into our own lands. What should we just build though? I mean, we can't even get the cattle farms down here, so that's interesting. I did not know that. Maybe let's go for a grain pit? Or should we go for some regular farms just to keep our food surplus going, I think. Yeah, I think let's do that. Because that way we can also upgrade these buildings here, the main building trees here. The mine settlement buildings. Sogdianus has increased in rank, that's interesting. Now, let's see. What about you? You should probably also start focusing on civil research. Just so we can further boost that. How much is it now? Only 114%, and that's not really all that much just yet. But over time, I think it will have an impact. And now we leave our own territory for the first time. Moving out for distant lands. Suffering from income already. We're losing gold. We need to figure out who to raid then. I wonder who we should do that against. Should probably be one of the factions that actually have many enemies. For instance, the Galatians over here. They are a viable target, but they also have a strong fortification, so it would be kind of difficult to deal with them. Magna Graecia secured. Okay, so the Romans, they are expanding rapidly. They've already kicked the Epirus out of Italy. And I fear once we get there, they will be quite powerful. I mean, just look at our income right now. We can't even sustain ourselves on a march. And like next turn, we're gonna have to start disbanding units. Well, we might actually need to do that now, because this is, well, unsustainable. I don't really want to get rid of the cavalry, because they can be quite important. So I think it's the Barabara that need to go. And sadly, it is gonna be from the army of the Shah. Like this, and then also these two guys here, they're gonna be useless anyway. This we can manage. Okay, so we have research what is losing now, and with that done, I think we should go down the political tree so we get like this one here, foreign customs. It will help with public order and tax rate and all that, and I overall think this empire maintenance one will be very important for us in the future. Because at some point it's just gonna kick in and we are gonna be so unprepared. And with regards to getting gold, I'm currently looking towards Amasea here, Pontus and all these factions here. Because right now they are on the march, going down towards the Cappadocians, which leaves their own capital vulnerable. And in Divide Et Impera they only have one settlement, whereas in the Grand Campaign they have two. So that is an opportunity for us. And now that this guy here is part of an army, I think we should go down this military observer research tree here as well. Because I feel like that would be very beneficial. Or at least more beneficial than the other ones could have been, perhaps. With this upgrade we also get a bit more gold, so we can sustain ourselves right now. Which also means we could perhaps have kept this Bara that we just disbanded. But so be it. Perhaps we could go for some of these Armenian noble cavalry, but that... No, that's too expensive. Way too expensive, actually. That's not gonna happen. Let's keep looking around to see who... And so we're trying to make like a divide and conquer strategy here. And once again, Pontus seems to be the better option, because they're already at war with the Armenians, whom we tried to keep on our side, and they're already taking back that gold mine of theirs. So that's great, they're gonna be a good ally for us over here. So I think Pontus, we need to destroy them, maybe even the Galatians. They're also at war with the Seleucids, so that would keep them on our side. So that's gonna be our route so far. We're gonna go through this dense forest here, take Amasea, loot it, sack and all that, then go down to Ankara, destroy that as well, and then we can cross over to Thrace. Okay, so it's slightly annoying that we can't actually reach Amasea in one turn now that it's winter. Let's see here, where did they go? Pontus, you all the way down here now. So it should mean that their own territory is unguarded. I am going to declare war on them straight away. We're also going to go to war with the Bithynians. And so be it. They're all the way over here, and we probably needed to take them out anyway, because they were like holding this town. Now there's no other choice but to do that. But that town is unguarded. The Armenians, they are on the march as well. They might end up taking it before us. But that would just mean we get some early favors with the Armenians, which I definitely appreciate quite a lot. And maybe we can even get an aggression pact with you guys at some point. Just to keep you on our side. Look at our gold. How is it this incredible? I mean, I know we have boosted our governors and all to improve upkeep and all that. But this is insane. I didn't know it was this good to keep you guys in an army. Well, early on. This gives us a lot of gold. I'm gonna remember that for future campaigns. Okay, so they've already taken Masena down here. Or Massacre. And the Armenians have taken Amasea. So our plan to take that land, well, has disappeared. But we can still continue our march. Now, however, we just need to figure out how to deal with this situation. Mithridates the first sisters down here. Because I don't really want to fight him. Not now. Not now that he at least is this far south and actually has territory of his own. He's mostly going to get destroyed by the other factions down here. And oh my god, Galatians, they're actually quite powerful. They own another settlement down there. Maybe we should just keep advancing along the north here, take Sinope, or just trespass through the lands and then go for like Media, I don't know. Because now we're in like a crossroads here, we need to figure out how to handle this situation. This is a very decisive moment that can change a lot of things in this campaign. Okay, never mind, the Galatians just declared war on us straight away. So, That makes our, well, our little journey here a bit easier. We're gonna go towards Ankara now, and we're gonna burn it to the ground, because fuck you guys. Let's send you guys in first, and then you guys can be the vanguard. Oh, well, you guys are technically the vanguard, but now you guys will take up the front. We can stay here, and we're gonna make ready for potential attack from either the Pontic faction or the Galatians. We do have the funds to hire some cavalry, at least one unit of cavalry, but I'm gonna save our gold, well, at least on the army. Maybe we should invest it into our own territory instead. We could do that. And I am gonna do it then. Let's do it like this. It's gonna be a lot of investment, but I think it's gonna be worthwhile. Now the question is, are they gonna attack us straight away? Or what is actually gonna happen over here? Well, I was about to say how we're gonna get through Ankara because they have this river, but apparently they just disappeared, went up and left. And where did they go? Are they even able to defend their own territory? No, they're probably waiting in an ambush somewhere. Can we, like, get around that ambush then? Because I would imagine they would be staying right around here somewhere. I can't see them. I am terrified now because I don't want to lose our army to an ambush. We can technically go down and defeat Pontus. Let's see if we can do that then. Down here we shouldn't meet the enemies in an ambush. It would be around here somewhere they would be. So let's go down here, and I think I'm gonna fight this battle here. I want to see our units in action. We have a lot of units and I want to try them out. Let's go. Now I haven't fought with the ATROPATKAN faction for quite a while. So I wonder what the best tactic is to use these guys. I mean, I know they have a lot of ranged units and all that. So I think I am gonna split you guys up into like 2 different fronts. Maybe keep you guys down here. Actually, you guys will have your own separate directions to attack from. And you guys will take up this road here. Then we're gonna keep some skirmishers in behind these major formations. And then have 2 units of cavalry over there. And then 2 units of cavalry over here. Then our faction leader, you can stay right there. Cavalry, you should probably get down there. Move in, move in. All of you guys, run up here if you can. It's probably gonna be too slow for you guys. Actually, now that I think about it, you are technically able to fire right now, so just take up a position right away. Oh god, you didn't do as I told you to. Go there. Like that. And now, once you're ready, start firing straight away. You guys need to take down that general. He's running towards you with great haste. And we can't have that. And they are actually trying to flank around over on this side. We're gonna use our ranged capabilities to just fire away, get rid of them entirely. Same for that general over here, he's gonna get destroyed. You guys, you are firing right now, that's good. Exactly how we want it. I'm curious to see how well these barbarians actually do. How they perform. Because my expectations for them are quite low. Oh god, they're actually moving around over here now. Cavalry, try to deal with them. Don't let them get in the way of our plans. Hillmen, get in here, stop these guys from trying to flank around. Be a bit faster. You are holding out, but you haven't killed a single man yet, so that is kinda sad. So the faction leader, I think he might have died. Because this one here is dying to flesh. Same for the general, he's wavering now. Yeah, general recently died, so that is a major boon for us. What's happening over here? Come on, get over here. Close this gap. This is not supposed to happen. You guys at least can try to pin these guys down. As for these guys, we can actually encircle them entirely. Get hillmen in behind. And over here we can make ready to push in as well. Cavalry, get up here so you can use your range capabilities to help out. Barabara, they are maintaining the front line, but they are not really the strongest of units. That is for sure. What we can do is we can take down their skirmishers here and there. Make a breakthrough over here as well. Spearmen just move up. Hillmen take down these guys. Get a position over here. You guys take position up on top. You guys take position over there. You ran straight to spears, it seems. Light spears though, but still kind of annoying. You guys on the other hand are doing great. You are taking down men left, right, and center. You're going to flaming rounds, so we can cause some havoc, maybe even start performing, perhaps even getting people to rout. Look at that, that's beautiful, that's beautiful. Oh, let's just get out of there before my game crashes. Because it apparently has a tendency to do that nowadays. Over here, Barabara, they are, or Hillmen, they are losing actually. Maybe we should have used some other units to deal with that front. And now that we hold the town center, let's send two of you guys over to defend here so they can't flank around. Archers, get down here to the main line. Let's tell you guys to fire straight into this blob of men over here. Hopefully you can get a few kills from them just being stuck like that. And then you guys can just fire as you wish. Perhaps even try to lure these guys over towards you. You three Sparrowbow units should get up here as well to counter their efforts. And then... can we find a way through over here? I hope so. We've actually made a way through over here, it seems like it at least. For one of the units. So maybe just take a pro position over there. And then send you guys through like this. Cavalry, let's see if we can use you to just get in behind and start hammering these guys down. Some hammer and anvil tactics. We don't really have the best anvil here, but we'll make do with what we got. And it does seem to work a bit. They are wearing now and actually formed kind of a chain route over here. Just a few more hits and that should be all. Send some flaming rounds in there as well. Just bring them down for good. Overall, what we're learning from this battle here is that our men aren't really all that strong, and we definitely need to be a bit more careful than what we were with the Romans. Because these guys here, they are not capable of holding down. They need to be supported by units at all times, or else our front line will just crumble. Maybe we need to, well, enhance our general skills to focus on ranged units. It's just win the battle though, so we're just gonna take as many units down to get as much experience as possible. Maybe even send our generals out to have some fun. It was a decisive victory and we lost about 1,500 men, which isn't a lot considering how many men we have in our army. But it does look kind of devastating on these units here specifically. Now, considering how we have two armies here, we are just gonna loot this settlement. We can't actually take it, right? Well, I mean, we can't sack it because this army here isn't in range to help out, so we're only gonna loot it. No more, no less. If both armies could take it, we sacked it first and then looted it, because we learned from our last migration campaign that that would definitely be a better idea. Oh my god, this actually looks cool. I have not seen this one here. I guess I haven't played any of the Eastern factions in quite a while. But there we go. I'm not gonna rebuild this land here specifically. I'm just gonna turn off taxes, because I don't really care about how that situation is. Now, with that said and done, I think we need to focus on quartermaster. This one down here. This is gonna be the one we need. Plus 30% ammunition. Either that or this one over here. Increased missile range, shots per minute for all units. That's actually quite good as well. I am going to go for this one first, experienced archers, and then we can go for the other one. Because I do believe that also counts for these guys here. I'm counting on it, I'm hoping, praying. We did get enough gold for us to hire these cavalry mercenaries, and I am gonna buy them. Because the other cavalry units that we have, these guys here, they didn't do all that well. They might be decent for like melee engagements. When it comes to actually doing rear charges, these guys here might be a bit better. Past you have been abandoned by the Seleucids. Pathava did the same, waterclad. Oh my god, it's a full-on civil war. Now this is interesting, because we are technically friends with you guys. Can we join a confederation with you? Maybe if we pay you? I would love to bring you into the fold. No, you're not willing to do that right now. It's because we're trading with you, I guess. You're too friendly with us. If the Seleucids are starting to fall, maybe we should start looking towards the Parthians for like an alliance. Or maybe it just means that we're gonna lose our core territories that much quicker. Now, you can see the Galatians, they are back up here. I wonder where their second army is. We can't really see it, and they are quite powerful. So what should we do here? How should we handle this situation? We don't have the relation down here at all, actually, to replenish, so that's not gonna happen. In that case, I am gonna merge you guys together like this and like this. You I'm gonna keep around, and then we could go down there, or we could just simply stay. Hire some of these local Cappadocian levies, and then once it is spring, we might go for Ankara. No matter what we do need to do is we're gonna need to build up some form of an army down here that can defend in case of a Parthian attack. So let's get some more Bara, and hopefully nothing will happen down here. Maybe you can be like the middleman that just keeps the status quo in between the Seleucids and their former vassals. Maybe Susia will fall and all this down here, making Seleucids one of the strongest factions in the entire game, but I don't know. Who knows? Intimidating opposition, okay, whatever. And the Galatians did nothing. They're just sitting there doing nothing at all.
Ready for battle.
So, how should we handle this? We can't technically attack Ankara. What I'm more curious about is where their second army is. It's right there. They've taken prisoners. That's why they left. They weren't laying an ambush, they were just moving around over there doing schemy stuff and all that. So while these guys are away, I think I am gonna attack. Bring you guys up, and then attack. Let's see, they have 8 turns to sally out. And I think we need to make them sally out because we can't actually take the city with just the men we have right now. Their armies are too powerful, and if we can't get into a raiding stance, we can make it a bit faster, because siege hold time will be reduced by 2 for the cities in this region, well, for enemy cities in this region. So that would be very important for us to do. Start raiding this land here as soon as possible. And they do sally out. So we will have a battle on the field, and I think we are gonna fight this one as well. That will be the last battle we probably fight in this episode here. Let's get going. Now, with regards to our tactic here, I think we are gonna sit back and we are gonna wait for our reinforcements to actually come in before we make any meaningful decisions. Because this tactic here is gonna be highly dependable depending on how many men we actually have. And we're gonna fight as a united front, hopefully with enough ranged units that we can just fire down upon these guys on their way, on that charge, and then they will just start an impact because they have very low armor. That's the plan and what we pray for. And there we go, that's our tactic sorted out. Kinda simple, but also very important. need to make sure our ranged units, they can fire as many rounds as possible. So we can destroy these Galatian naked warriors. They're gonna be our main targets. Hopefully we can break them down before they can make any meaningful impact in this fight. They are taking up quite a wide formation over here, and I think we're gonna try to exploit this. Or exploit is probably the wrong word, but we're gonna try to take advantage of it. Destroy these units that have isolated themselves. And then maybe if some of them get too close, we can do some hammer and anvil charges so we can just take them down. Do the same over here with these spearmen here that are running around. They're just being dumb. Charge after the cavalry, make them run like cowards, and then just destroy these skirmish units here on impact. Don't give them any chance to move around. Bring them down immediately. And then hopefully you can get out of there before it's too late. Yeah, you guys can get out. You guys might be able to do the same. Yeah, do that now. There we go. That's one unit out of this fight. And now they're slowly gonna enter our range, so that's great as well. Bring you guys back. Oh, that's a small hill over here we could use. Oh well. I wonder how quick these guys here will start losing men. They do have some large shields. Okay, now they're gonna start losing men after taking like several volleys. So it did take a while, but it is gonna happen now. So we are making some of these guys rout on impact just by firing away. That is good to see. Exactly how we wanted. Oh god, you've been caught. No, 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 no. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. Run away, run away. I mean, it's looking alright. We are taking down some of their men. Our own front line is starting to, well, waver a bit. It's not the greatest, not the worst. That guy, he's running away. Bring you guys back. We need you. Get out of there. You guys keep running forward. Take down the townsfolk. What happens to these guys? They're gone. Let's fall back now. I think what we need over here is to bring over one of our spearmen to help out, then get you guys out on the flank. You guys as well. And yeah, I think we just need to advance over here to help out. As you can see, the battle's power is now turning towards our favor here. It is going well, although it may not look like it. We are slowly bringing them down. They just have a lot of units that just can't seem to understand they have been beaten. Hillmen, get in there. Keep advancing, keep advancing. We have a general over here that I kind of want to use. I think we need him over here because apparently our units just broke. Let's see if we can do some sandwiching over here with this specific unit. Charge from this side, then tell you guys to do the same from the other direction like that. I'm not gonna watch it. In this battle here, our Spara, they are actually shining quite well. Doing a lot to help out in this fight. Maybe we can even use our spear units here, our spear archers. Well, we might need to. You broke down those guys over there. You're also taking out these guys. I mean, we might be winning, but it's not gonna be like an easy victory or anything like that. We definitely, after this, we definitely need to have a few turns where we sit back and try to replenish. Because holy shit, we are losing a lot of men. Get over here. This general can charge in over on this side. Yeah, it's looking great now. Thank God for cavalry here. They are so crucial. They're getting so many kills. Now we just need to hunt down as many of these guys as possible. And it's gonna take a while, I would imagine, because a lot of units are running and we don't want them to be part of this next battle. A close victory. It is fine. And oh god, it crashed. And down they go. Exactly how we wanted it to be. Ankara is ours. So thanks to this victory here, we can now just breeze into Ankara. That there's no defenders left. Down they go. And we are slowly but steadily carving a small little nation of our own here in the middle of Anatolia. A place that we can call home. I should probably have looted that settlement. Oh well. Let's see, Pessinus, you do have some units over there. And I think we should go over there and deal with them. We could also go down to Iconium and take that as well. But I think I will leave that for the other army. You guys, on the other hand, need to get over here. Get going. Actually, stay close to the town so you are able to get reinforced in case they do attack. Oh, subjugators. Ammunition for all units. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, that's probably the best one. Income from looting. Charge bonuses, morale. Let's do that. And then also get the siege expert thing. Great. Reduce her upkeep even further and then land recruitment cost. Lower that as well. Maybe. What is the last few things down here? Some experience gain for generals. And some empire maintenance. Oh, there's empire maintenance over on this side as well. I didn't know that. Well, let's go for that one so we can get faster unit recruitment. Or replenishment, I mean. As for you, go for subjugators as well. Maybe some income from looting and then that one. As for your own skill tree, we have one going to be experienced archer, so you can go down the military logistics tree first with more ammunition to boot. Oh, and you can get these foreigners here, the Galatian warriors. Now that is interesting. Let's hire two of you guys immediately so we can start on our little offensive here against the Galatians. First thing. Sinop, you don't really like us all that much. Why is that? Because we have military actions against Pontus. And yeah, it's just that. Oh well, that's how it's gonna be. Meneus has also increased in rank over here, so he can further improve his civil research skills and then maybe become a better governor. Increase our taxes. This means this takes here the what's it called? The second row, I guess. It's now only going to take 5 turns, whereas before it took 6 turns. So 5 turns, it's already have an impact now on our little civil research skills. The Punic Wars, they've erupted. Okay, so that means that it is time for us to move west. I mean, it's a good time for us to move west, because they are now at war focusing on Carthage and all that. But something I've just considered now is, we may have accidentally made the best plan for, well, a Armada campaign, because over here in the east, everything is crumbling. Pathava and Parsa, they are both at war with the Seleucids, and the Parthians, they're coming in as well. So similar names. They're coming in, so this is in complete chaos. The Seleucids, they like us, but eventually will of course get destroyed by the Egyptians, which means we could pounce on them if we wanted to. And we have the Armenians as a strong ally in here. And we've gone all the way over here now instead, taking out the Galatians that could become a huge threat at some point, just stealing all of this crucial land. So in a way, we may have accidentally made the perfect strategy for the Median ATROPATKAN faction here. Now, I need to be cautious. I don't want to take Pessinus because of this fact here. The Bithynians, we are at war with them, as you might remember, and they have 2 armies that could come in and destroy us. I'm gonna take out Iconium though, but if we move you away from the front line, not like that, like this, you can only get to there, so you won't be able to actually attack Ankara, which is all I need to know. I will send you guys south instead. And then let's take Iconian with the United Army, and we don't need to fight this one here. It's actually an easy auto-assault. Bring them down. Let's loot it this time around. We are gonna get a rebellion here, but that is what you can expect.
Ready. On the move, my lord.
Now, hire some more of these local guys into our armies so we may have a chance at actually surviving. But maybe we should consider starting to convert this land here, because we actually own an entire province, basically. Which is unusual. I did not expect that. When I started this campaign, at least, did not expect that to happen. But overall, it's looking good, and yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to say right now, because this is incredible. An incredible start. Too bad we're gonna leave these land alone. They're probably gonna get converted and taken over by someone else. But for now, we need to replenish, rebuild, get stronger so we can move out again. We have some strong armies, and we should be more than capable of getting to the Alps in due time. That will probably have to be in next episode, because right now I need to go. You should probably go over and watch the second episode over on my second channel, because it's out right now, by the way. So get over there and have some fun. Enjoy.